obey the scout law. Help other people at all times. Keep myself physically strong and mentally awake from more restraint. Color guard, third rank. Yeah. This back here.
That was tricky.
Okay, everybody, welcome to our Court of Honor. This is the first one we've had this year. You can probably expect another one after summer camp. We decided to get all the awards up to now that the kids have turned out of the way so that you can see how well they did after summer camp, I guess. I guess I'll start out by introducing the current troop. My name is Bill Deans. I'm the senior patrol leader of Troop 93, and this is Brian Miller, my assistant. We have 3 patrols now.
Excuse me, Garrin is coming right now.
Okay. Clay, can you clue him in on what he's supposed to do? Okay. Well, I'll introduce the patrols now. We have 3 patrols since about 3 weeks ago, around there. We decided to break off the older scouts who are nearing or close to getting their Eagle rank so that they could work on that while giving other kids a chance to learn stuff on their own and still get some help from them. I guess, okay, this patrol is the Eagle Patrol. Their patrol leader is Jamie Clayton, and they'll go up and introduce them.
Okay, the rest of my patrol is Troy Patton, Mike Elliott, and Tag O'Donnell, my assistant.
Okay. The patrol leader for the Wolf Patrol is Nick McKinley.
This is my assistant, Chad Rigg. This is Scott Rosco. Ben, and that's Brian Elliott.
Okay, the patrol leader for the Cheyenne Patrol is Laramie Patton.
My name's Garrin Patton, and I'm first class. This is Laramie. He's first class. JR. Tenderfoot. And Clayberry, first class.
Clayberry is also his assistant patrol leader. Okay, that's it. This is Troop 93. You guys can go. So far and what we're planning on doing later on. This is where we are at.
It's not a speech.
Please understand, it's not
Speech. We know how to pick them, don't we? It's nice and cool. There's no flies, no anything. We just have lawnmowers in the background and all that kind of stuff. Welcome to the new parents, especially tonight, that have never been here. The older parents, you know what this is all about. So we will try to keep it as short as we can and entertaining if possible. As Bill announced, we went back to 3rd Patrol about 3-4 weeks ago, and it's because the troop is growing to 23. And there are several boys who are not here tonight. Both Jeremy and Travis Chapman are not here. Russell LaFontaine, another one of our Eagle candidates, is not here. Keenan O'Donnell is not here. He has homework tonight. Amazing. First time in ages he's had homework. And Phil and Matt Rock are not here tonight. So what you see is just part of the crew. The last Court of Honor that we had was last July on the 30th. And we haven't had one since. And it isn't because we haven't been doing anything. Several of the boys tonight will be recognized for their advance in rank since July, and with the 7 new boys that have come into the troop, they're just now getting started, and really they haven't had enough time to advance any rank yet. But by the time summer camp's over, you ought to see a whole kit and caboodle full of them out here. So what I thought I'd do is just go over real shortly what we've done since the last July 30th Court of Honor. July 30th Court of Honor, we had a painting and swimming party out at Dr. Johnson's. Dr. Johnson, as some of you know, provides the physicals for the boys for summer camp for free. And that's a prerequisite for going to summer camp every year, is that the boys have a physical. And so to pay back his generosity, we went up and splashed paint all over everything, literally. And then the Johnsons were gracious enough to allow us to swim in their swimming pool. And it was kind of a fun night. In September, we held elections. That was a big time for us. We've gone to a once-a-year election system rather than twice a year. And I think that the leadership that was elected have done an outstanding job in this last year for us. Bill Deans is our senior patrol leader. Ryan Miller is his assistant. Nick McKinley and Aaron Patton were the other two patrol leaders, and then they have their assistants as well. And really, Boy Scouting is run by the boys, not by me, honest Injun. When they do, contrary to what a lot of people think, you can't do this by yourself, and if you do, your troop fails. You got to have dedicated people who you can call on that help. A lot of the ladies here that have been in the troop for a long time are very much a part of this. They don't go on too many of the campouts with us. They help get us going and prepared. But I like to say thank you to these guys, because one or two of them are always with me. And thank God a few weeks ago, one or two of them were there to stay there while I went home in the middle of the night because I was soaking wet. So thanks, guys. I appreciate it very much. Okay, very quickly, what's coming? The weekend after this coming weekend, we have the Spring Camporee. It's going to be held on the BLM land just north of Acton. You're invited to come up. Parents, you're always invited to come up to the Camporee. This year, we're hoping that it's going to be something really super. Because I opened my big mouth, I'm in charge of events, and we're trying to put on a program that's never been done before. I'm beginning to think I need to have my head examined. But anyway, dads, if you want to come along, you're always welcome. Throw your sleeping bag in and come on up with us. It's a lot of fun. And when we have a few extra adults around, it just makes things that much easier. And the reason I say that, it isn't because they don't get the job done, because they do it. It's just that it's a little more camaraderie, and we have a little better showing. And then the last big event of the summer is summer camp, July 7th through the 13th at K-Bar-M, and I think Stuart's going to do some more on that. And that's what we've done since the last July 30th Court of Honor. So we've been a busy troop of little boys and big boys, and I think they all deserve a hand for everything they've done.
Now we have Stuart James. He's a member, I think chairman.
Troop Committee Chairman.
Troop Committee Chairman, and he's also my dad, and he's going to give us a little word about summer camp. What's coming up, some more about.
Yeah, Doug gave you a recent history, and I like to kind of bring you up to date. What he didn't mention was this last Saturday night, the annual Scouters Recognition Dinner was held at the English Lutheran Church down near St. Beach. And they gave me a special call in the middle of the week and said, you've got to have Doug O'Donnell there. I said, well, why? I can't tell you, but you got to be there. So if you can't get him there, get his wife there or somebody, his family. And Doug had told me before that he wasn't going to be in town at all. So I got a hold of Ricka, and somehow we got the message to Doug, and he came back in early from Cody, from fire school. And it was kind of special. Doug has worked pretty hard, and our troop's been very successful, as he's mentioned. We're 50% larger this year than we were this time last year. We won a lot of awards and got a lot of recognition. In fact, because of Troop 93, they stopped giving the presidential award here a couple of years ago. Because we got it all the time. Nobody else would even bother to compete. But last night, or not last night, but Saturday night, the Commonplace Award was one that Bill Deans should have been there to receive. This is our 1990 Quality Unit Award, Bill. This is one of the few ribbons they still give out because Doug can't win them all, see? So, but the real highlight for Troop 93 was Doug O'Donnell receiving the Scouters Award of Merit. For the whole east end of the state, only 5 of these are given out each year. About 1,500 Scouters are eligible. And Doug was one of 5 and received this award, plus a nice plaque and a little badge he gets to sew on his shirt along with the other. He looks more and more like a Russian general each time you see him. But this is quite an honor, both to Doug and to our troop and the boys, because we couldn't have done what we've done without him, and the boys couldn't have done, well, without him. It's a back and forth relationship. So Doug's really on his honor now to perform in 2 weeks at this camporee, so he invited you, and I would encourage you to come. It's close to town. We don't have them very close to town often. We've been up there before. It's good country, interesting country, and he's got a very interesting program outlined for the boys, both ours and the boys of the Eastern Montana Scouting Group. Other things coming up, as Doug mentioned, we've got summer camp coming up, July 7th through the 13th. We may be asking some of you parents to help drive up there. We've got a number of boys. I'm not sure just how many are going. We've asked all the parents of boys going to get $20 in by the, I think it was the 1st of May, the middle of April. Well, we have another $30 deposit due the middle of May. So if you want your boy to go, we've got a spot reserved for him, but we need to have your money, or his money if he's working to earn this, in by the middle of May. That's a total of $85, and he'll have it. Each scout should have $50 with Doug or Susan by the middle of May. We have one other event coming up, and first-class scouts are eligible. You boys may have told you about this. Of course, not all the boys are eligible, but junior leader training is coming up the week following at Arcola. Camp
Fox, Brian Elliott, and the boys who are not here tonight are Jeremy Chapman, Mike Metz, Phil and Matt Rock. That rounds out our new boys. This is so-called our class of, this is 91. We hope they're the class of Eagles of about 92, 93, somewhere in that neighborhood. This is what those bigger guys looked like, believe it or not, when they came in. As a comparison, you can look at Bill. He looked an awful lot like JR there when he first came in. Little, short, now he's as tall as I am. So they do grow up. But these are the new boys in the troop, and we welcome them and the parents to Troop 93. Okay, the next step in rank is tenderfoot. We've had one advancement of tenderfoot since the last meeting, and this has been a monumental jump for this guy. I don't know why he has all the ambition in the world, but it takes him forever to get to that one little spot, but we hope now it's just going to be downhill. Scott Rosco, why don't you come on up? Scott's made tenderfoot.
Better late than never, Scott.
Better late than never is right. Hopefully second class is not going to be nearly as long. Okay. You're going to see some duplication at this point because some of the boys kind of put the afterburners in and they've advanced a couple of ranks. So they have to be recognized for their intermediate steps. And Brian Jones isn't here tonight, which I can't hardly believe because he's as dedicated a scout as anybody in the troop.
I think he's got ball practice.
Ball practice. Should have known. Okay, Nick McKinley. Come on up. Clay Berry. Chad Rigg. Okay, these three guys have advanced to second class since the last court of honor. Okay, some of them have advanced beyond that, and since they're up here, I'm just going to go ahead and run right into it. Chad, there's your card. Chad's still at second class, working on first class. Nick is second class. I see he hasn't changed his badge yet. I know that. And Clay Berry earned second class, and they did this actually. The date on their cards, they did it in December. Okay, so these were our second class guys that came up. And Chad, if you want to, you can go ahead and sit down, and these other two guys might as well stay here because they advanced to first class. And Nick went to first class in January, and so did Clay Berry. These guys are a couple of real workaholics. They worked really hard to earn that rank. Clay and Nick are both zooming on into star right now. I assume that these guys will be Eagles next year. So we're kind of putting it to them that next year they make Eagles, put a little pressure on those guys. And last but not least, I got one special one. There's even a badge attached. That means that this is awfully new, hot off the press. Laramie Patton, come on up. Laramie earned this last week, folks. Laramie really should have been first class a long time ago, but he gets right to the point in time where first class is right there, and then he has a brain fade on it. Well, last week he didn't brain fade, and he got the job done. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, that's it for the advancements since last year that are recorded. Again, we'll have another court of honor later this summer after we come back from summer camp, and you'll see a whole table full of awards. I think that's very apropos. The kids will have a good time at summer camp. If your son has never gone, by all means try and send him. It's a very worthwhile and rewarding experience, and I have a pretty good time. One
situation is these two are campers, and they're sleeping out under the stars, and they'll see what happens.
Wake up! What? Yeah, beat me up! You must the bikers! Oh, not me! Only a dream. Go back to sleep. Problem now. Beat up on me again. No, trade places. We trade places. Okay. You'll see. Kick the butt. Kick your butt. We beat up on that guy enough. Let's take the guy in the tent.
The refreshments are all waiting for you. We'd like to have scouts, we'd like to have the adults give a chance to eat first before you guys take it. Okay?
Hi, Jody.
Hi.
Did you enjoy the Boy Scout program?
Yes.
Good.
Now you can turn that off. You take pictures and Mom will eat.
Hey!
We're not that.
We're going to start again. So, that is
I guess that goes along with any kind of competition. Those who work
Well, I just like
for it,
6 of those.
don't.
In fact, I think maybe when we start communications, I might give
You
you
know, these guys, we always thrive at competition. We felt that when we did poorly, it was just an incentive to go back and do better the next time. We got thumped on pretty good. Early on.
But
Hot
joining
shot
us,
crew.
citizenship
And kids were determined. I don't think any of them have permanent
Yeah.
scars on their psyche because they didn't
we
win.
have a few little items.
They didn't win initially, but
But I'll start those over.
you know,
Oh, okay. All right.
the
But I might
scouting
just give you
world
a call.
is a very political place.
Okay. So that I'll be able to.
Fox said no more competition, so
That would be great. I would appreciate
some of us
He is so thrilled.
a little bit unhappy about that. I guess that's why
Well, I told him that I think
I
that
don't
night when I
fit
told
in
him
well with a lot of the scouting. I leave them all on a molly.
and I said that I didn't mind
Kids
missing
get
the
an opportunity.
and that it helped catch up with
Rise
his
in
team. I don't know what he had going on. But he told me
competition, if it's done correctly, it's
something
not bad.
crazy. I can't remember what it was. And I knew he loved it.
Well, he is the I wouldn't know.
That's what Nick just said. Mom, I've got tons of homework.
What has happened?
Oh no.
It's hard to have kids involving goodies.
Oh, I've had.
Chad and Nick fighting. At their merit badge thing for Boy Scouts. And there's boys playing volleyball.
Okay, Jody, turn that thing off. You should have had it on when the Bond jokes were going on. Yeah. Turn it off, Sam.